Why?
I had vision.
He had a
It
cultist near me that I
probably is
killed,
one of
but
those
vision in this
things
game
where, like,
lingers after your
programming-wise,
units are dead, so I assume he
trying to say,
just
like,
had
the
lingering vision
specific
from the cult.
instance
Yeah,
you
no,
can't
right.
reinforce, even
I'm
though you
technically
would
gonna
normally
in
be able to
Fairlight's lobby,
reinforce,
but
is
the
probably,
stream
like, in the
paused and no
spaghetti
sound is
code,
on.
difficult for them to fix, or too much work for them to fix, or they just don't care enough to fix it because people don't complain about it all that often. You know?
I'm muted. I think he may have as well.
That feels very much like I was just accused of stream sniping.
I don't think you are stream sniping.
No.
Gamies have
Also,
internal
I
logic,
think you
though.
should
It's not logical
fully
that a
punish him for
computer
being that
can leave
confident
while
to
the
come
garrison's
that
not.
close to your
Yeah.
island. Like, you should
Oh.
absolutely
Or it
destroy
should only
him and
work
teach
for
him what
certain
PvP
factions.
is. Don't let him do what he's doing.
So he has 2 armies here. Granted, his 2 armies are better than mine.
That is one of the reasons why, like, fantasy sometimes
in
rings better with people as far as, like, relatability,
Wonderful.
because it usually has lots of grounding in reality, right?
A crap extravaganza.
With crazy things that happen around it, but
in mass.
if a guy gets shot with an arrow, you still expect him to die or become severely injured unless they specifically say otherwise. This is why why he's not dying, right?
What's my chance of marking that second army? 6 versus...
Like, if they explained it and had a specific reason why magic or demons were doing that, then it'd be like, oh, okay, I guess.
Okay.
I could then argue that reason is stupid, but at least they have a good reason. They just leave it up to your imagination why it's possible, which makes me go, why? It breaks all other laws that I'm aware of in the world, you know.
Not great. None.
Oh, that's not great. That's true.
I outnumber him by a lot though, and given the unit limits, I actually will have more than one cultist army here. So I think that I might send in the cultist armies first.
Well, yeah, it's creative assembly, which is why I'm assuming it's probably just too difficult or too annoying for them to fix it, so they're just not.
That'll work. Also, wait, Daniel's buff is actually so good. Well, you get the diplomatic bonus with Kislev, but minus 50% casualty suffered from all attritions is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right.
Can you see his units too? Like which units you'd be able to?
I can't see the cost of which ones I'd be able to take yet. But so, Mazda Mundi's army has.
Sounds like they're still working out this combat.
Heroes, Lord Croak, Mazda Mundi. He's got 3 Saurus spear or 3 Blessed Saurus spears. He's got 2 regular Saurus spears, 1 Temple Guard, 4 Saurus warriors, a skink. The Bastillodon Revification, 2 Pterodon Riders, a Croxagore. Nothing super scary.
So they like
The second army is a Lord and a Hero, some Sauruses, some Skinks.
It's gotta be like freaking
some Pterodon Riders, and some Razordon packs.
Freaking. So
That's not too bad, though.
this is 37,
I mean,
38,
my army is
39.
exclusively
Like
infantry.
team turned 40 before I can even get here. Oh,
but you do have multiple, so yeah, the outnumbering. That'll be a fun fight, though.
Yeah, no, I mean it's going to be
so
we can
far to
absolutely
Betonia.
swarm them
This
with
mountain
numbers.
range
We
is
just have
gonna
to be very, very
screw
careful
me
about
here.
Lord Croak's magic.
Not over group.
Yeah.
Especially because
Probably
Jesse's
can't
gonna know how
auto
to
the
get the most value out of that.
I don't know.
So we gotta really make sure that we're not mass grouping with that fight.
Yeah.
Do you have like cavalry,
we're
like
in
any
our own-
like
we're in
kind of
our
high
own
damage or
channel now.
cavalry units
Gotcha.
that we can specifically have to make sure that they stay and go for Croak?
Yeah.
That'll be
Need to sail. It's
that'll be
quicker.
huge if we can kill Croak. That'll be a huge.
Yeah, if I can get in the water and like
yeah,
sail
and the
around.
thing is that these are basically, I mean, actually, shit, hang on.
Trouble
I
is
might
like
just
getting a
replace this
base of
one.
operations
That way I
going.
don't lose a lord.
There's like no
about.
good place for me to set up an extra. Well, I guess I'm going to be global recruiting. No, I still need
That
like
might
a
actually be the
territory
play.
for global recruiting though.
Because this lord
Yeah.
is level 14, so he gets immortal before too long. I don't know that I want to send him into the grinder.
To fight over a stallion, turn 45. Yeah.
I would also if there's like a hero that you have in your faction that makes a good assassin, I would throw them in one of those armies so we can get them levels, because having a really good assassin in the objective is going to be huge.
Oh, all the ones that I have running around doing cults are the ones that do assassinations for me.
Okay, nice, because we're really going to want assassins for Jesse's army specifically.
Yeah, I'll only be able to have 2, so I won't have a ton of high-level ones, but I'll have a lot of little ones, basically.
We're only allowed to have 2 in the objective at a time.
Yeah. Oh no, but I'm gonna have a ton sitting on the outskirts.
Oh gosh.
basically.
Inquisition
Yeah, I like
again?
it, I like it.
What the heck, man?
Which I did
Holy
actually
crap,
get a
thank
few
you.
heroes that have assassinate
thank you.
from
That's
this
10 gifted
confederation,
subs
so I'm
in
just going
2
to try to
days.
level them.
Easily, once again, just creating a hype train on his own, I guess. Never underestimate
Random
me.
Frost maidens.
Okay, I'm not
Human.
recruiting yet because I want the money.
But
You're
thank you.
there.
Thank you so much, Inquisition. Ever so much appreciated. Thanks for the subs yesterday and today. And to everybody that got a sub, enjoy.
This
Enjoy.
targets an army of mine in enemy territory.
He is the
Okay,
hype.
yep,
He
increases
brings the hype
production
directly to your
budget by
doorstep.
100%. We'll do that. I'm basically I have multiple 15-turn cooldowns. I'm about to drop them here
So
because I don't think
mountainous
he can replenish and fix his
terrain
armies when I fuck
is
him up here.
good for me.
I don't think he has
But
the
if I set up over
economy and
here,
the
then I
recruitment
have to go through
buildings to
here.
really fix
If I could
this
get
before I
all the
roll
way
up
up
on his main
into
land.
here, that would
Based
be
on what we saw on
great,
the map
right?
before the game
But
started, I don't think so either.
that's rough.
Because I think these are his only 2 armies, really.
Also, I've had little input on this because I can't see any of it, so I'm just kind of listening.
I mean, I can't see it either, to be fair, but the picture... See, the reason I'm able to, like, kind of gauge what's going on is because Mukluk posted a picture in the 6-person group chat that was meant for their group chat, and I caught the picture when he posted it, and it was a picture of him sending his armies to Mitch.
I'd already seen them at that point. So
But that's why I had called it out when he posted it. I'm like, oh, okay, so you're just full-on flaunting what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you.
Also,
Oh gosh.
Nakari is currently recruiting a much scarier army and is about to roll down that way.
Or were you guys
Nakari
getting
also
2 years of
has a
subs? I was
sword,
totally
too.
broke. Well,
So,
again,
yes.
that
Inquisition.
sword'll-
I don't
The
care what your
sword,
financial
And
situation
I'm
is.
really interested to
Like,
see how that goes between the sword
I
and
just appreciate
Rampage.
your generosity. So thank you so much.
That's actually going to be crazy. Is it
You
just
know,
any unit that fights him
I'm
in
glad-
melee rampages?
Glad to have you part of the
How does it
community. I'm
work?
glad that you continue
Any
to be
enemy
here.
within 35 meters of him that is above 50% health
No
or above
Ko-Fi.
50%
I've
leadership.
thought about getting a Patreon before,
It's
but I
crazy,
can't think
actually.
of what I would want to put
So
on there.
literally, I just run him straight through their lines, rampage everything up together, and then drop a Sword of Cain.
Why do people think that he's such a difficult, like, such a weak lord? That's insane.
His start can be very bad.
Yeah, we didn't have an experienced player, somebody that practiced it, if you just threw somebody on Nakari cold, it would be freaking rough. And also, in fights, the lack of anything that shoots up can be kind of a problem sometimes.
Yeah.
I would also like to point out that they don't know that you have the Sword of Cain.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
No, they're not aware. They all missed the notification. They would have
yeah.
pointed it out. Because it's always been pointed out in previous ones, but everyone was so distracted that they
have
all missed
dodgy
the
TOS, but
notification, so
Ko-Fi
they
is
don't
his
know
payment.
that you
I
have the
heard
Sword
a
of
bunch
Cain.
of dodgy stuff about Ko-Fi as
Yeah.
well recently, but I don't remember all specifically what it is. I have to look it up again. So, what I do know is that Patreon has like a really
And
good
that
split or
cast
whatever.
that you get with the Sword of Cain is going to be so good against the Lizard army.
If I was going to do it,
Oh, no, and
I
that's
would
the
look
thing
into
is
the different
lizards are
systems and
also
like figure
low
out like
armor.
what would be actually
They're
be the
low
best.
armor,
Right now, I know.
and they're always like they're always going to be in big groups.
I know
And, yeah,
that
Slanesh
both of them
is
have
not
like
a ton
some
of
weird
armor
stuff.
piercing
I would
damage,
need
but
to
it's
figure out what
actually
those things are
decently high
specifically and what
damage
I
on
would be able to put
everybody.
up with, essentially, right?
I actually think it's like I get why he's going for you because you're the closest, but it is kind of crazy that he's going for you, especially after seeing the map before we started.
I think it's a bold choice.
Yeah. Oh, they're
like,
back. Hello.
The Ko-Fi.
Hello, we're
Salesman.
back.
Hello.
Hello.
All right. Well,
Wait, there is one thing I can do.
maybe they figured it out.
One sec, don't hit me yet.
No, not like this.
Rather eat a squeak. I'm gonna go to
Something
the
to
bathroom
do
before
with
this pops
commissions
off.
thing. Okay.
I guess I'll just say it out loud. Fairlight, I had a scout on that island. I could attempt to assassinate a hero, 37% chance, or just throw it in the army for one more dude.
Oh, what is
Three
the
over, I
odds
was
of
just sailing up
failing and
behind me.
injuring
He
yourself?
was fighting the.
I mean, it's a 37% positive.
He was fighting the
outcome to
Chaos
assassinate.
Dwarves.
This is a low-level scout.
Recently,
Yeah, but there's also a
from what I
percentage
heard,
chance of injuring
so
yourself.
that makes me a little
hero-
bit more
hero wounded or red number.
secure
If
in
that's
him
higher
not
than like
doing that.
10%, I usually won't take it unless your odds of success are really
7.
high. Yeah, so you got a 7% chance you just lose your hero, so it might not be worth it.
I'm an idiot.
One of the trouble with
I
online
screwed this up.
merchandise
Never
stores is most of the ones that are like
What?
really good will
Why
only
would you
work
screw
with
up?
you if you're big enough.
mind. I used a right that disables movement.
And I really don't. I
So,
want to sell people like if I'm going to
apparently-
sell merch, I want to sell people quality merch. I want to
Okay.
like sell people
Okay.
stuff that's kind of like meh.
Apparently
you
that's
know?
the thing.
Oh.
I only thought it was a different one, not that one.
So what you're saying is Mazdamundi could jump out and kill the one that stepped forward.
Well, she just backed up a step, and then went invisible.
Like anybody can get merch, but if you want quality
I mean,
merch,
I'm out of
usually
movement,
you have
so I
to
can't step out to
work
meet
with
you.
somebody
I
that
guess
will
you guys will resolve it
will
next
only work
turn.
with you if you have
ambusher gets
like a certain amount of
detected,
people that are
they
going
might
to
be in
like
trouble.
sell that you're going to sell to in the first
I mean,
place.
next turn they'll be able to have units moved to them.
That's true.
Unless I'm missing something here, there's no rule that prevents Mukluk from just simultaneously turning fucking Mitch, right? On the start of the turn?
Yeah, the quality cost thing is difficult.
Not
100%.
really, but you know.
Well, if you click fast enough, Muck.
I'll be your supply of so
I
much.
didn't
All my goods
want
are
to have to make a
handcrafted
rule
and out of
for
garbage and
every
tape, no
single
refunds.
circumstance of every army
Not
type on every single
viable.
terrain.
Yeah,
I
just
mean,
trying to edit.
hey,
the
somebody-
point of the
somebody-
fair rule fight.
Somebody
exists
didn't
for
have
a
to move their
reason.
armies forward, and they did. So
They did, but neither of them have movement now. So doing the whole click first thing is just,
So is there one in ambush outside of the city, Muck?
I am pretty certain that can you see the situation on one of our streams right now?
I'll have to open up yours 1 second.
Pretty sure where
Wacky stuff going on right now. And I'm not a part of it, so I just get to sit here
So
and be
can
like,
you click on
interact with you guys.
If I am requiring him to extend you the courtesy of like declaring his attack and not sieging your army, then in return you should at least let him put his 2 armies in position to properly defend themselves.
Okay.
That's
I'm
what
happy
I'm
to
saying.
see it too.
Like,
I just
shut
don't
down
want
his
to
thing.
have it
Alright,
start
that's
via
fine. That's fine. That's
ambush.
fine.
Classes.
Muck, can you click on Yo Bevcast or whatever his name is?
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Can you swap him into Astromancy stance real quick?
it's just gonna be used when the fight starts. Yeah, please, thank you. Where's my gun? Give me my gun.
Just yeah, I don't want to leave him like that because there's attrition.
Does he have the movement to reach that army?
I don't think so. It doesn't look like it.
Okay.
It looks like it's just short.
I
And
think he means
also,
to-
Mazdamundi would not help if I did that.
I think he means the movement to reach the army that went into ambush stance because astromancy makes you like impossible to ambush.
Do you know
But I'm pretty sure I'd be walking into a 1v2 if I did that.
Yeah.
if you
Because
get
his 2
ambushed?
guys are next to each
They're
other.
still in production.
And I'd be leaving Mazda behind.
Just permanently in
The
production.
army that went into ambush stance was much closer, and it's
If
probably
you make a
close
3D
enough
model
that
like a
Mazdamundi
print
would get
Argonian
pulled into the
figures,
fight.
I mean,
The
But
one that went into ambush
Argonian
went
is
close to me,
just
then
the
turned
3D
around
model
and backed up a
from
few
freaking
steps,
Morrowind,
and then went invisible.
I
So,
see.
Again, if
I don't know what I would
it
ha-
had
I don't
to
know
be
what I would have
respectful
to
and not
do.
attack the way that he wanted to attack, then I feel like it needs to go both ways.
I'm happy to wait a turn. I'm fine.
I feel like someone moving forward and losing all of their movement when they said they were going to attack this turn, and now we're not attacking this turn.
temptation to click bucket
should
is
be
very
punished
high. Yeah, I
if
would
we
really
have the
like to
ability to
actually see
punish
what's going
them.
on so I can have some freaking input, but, you know,
Dude,
that
what
would also
they
be
were
cheating.
doing is different than what they wanted to do because they were told that they couldn't attack the way that they were planning on attacking.
Hey,
Well,
look, I was
okay,
a little,
okay,
a little
is
banged
it-
up.
okay,
I'm
it-
happy to wait a turn. I'll get
it's-
some
I was
health
common
back.
planning
courtesy-
to. I have never played this faction long term before, ever. I used an ability that didn't work quite the way I thought.
Damn, if
I
only
can't move
Rita-
the army.
If only Rita told you about your campaign movement range. Son of a bitch.
Okay. All right. Enough of that. There's not going to be a fight this turn. If the spirit of these campaigns is not win at all costs. The spirit of my campaigns is Let's have some fun battles.
Yeah,
now, I don't mind some sweating. I don't mind some tryharding. But if you have 2 armies and he has 2 armies, then just have the 2 armies fight. All right.
I'm happy to wait.
I'm
happy to wait.
I actually know several people that are like really good at 3D printing, like really good at it. Like,
so
went to university for that sort of thing, right?
Yeah, done.
So I could probably like
if we,
get them to figure out how they can make a 3D model.
From this point of view, like it's got to be fair on both sides.
That could be printed.
I understand
a fair fight would have been keeping his promise to attack.
Just let me talk. You're digging. You're in a pit. Stop digging. The concept here of like showing some common courtesy, let your people move their units into position and whatnot is all fair game. I will say that if a person makes a grievous blunder, like moves out of position, accidentally activates an ability that screws themselves, I'm not gonna tell players you can't jump them for that after they make a dumb move.
I will say, and maybe this will calm Bomb just down, I will be recovering health this turn, and for some reason he's taking attrition damage, so we're still getting something out of this, even if I don't act like a jerk.
Can you click on your Regiments of Renown button?
Yeah.
I'm quite good at 3D resin printing, actually.
Yeah, I got some good stuff in there, but I'm broke.
Yeah. Like I said, I know people that
because
like
you spent $8,000 on a
just
right,
do
you
modeling
didn't have
for
to
fun,
because we thought we were fighting this turn.
Because we're bored, so as well as like on a professional level as well.
I literally can't get there.
Yeah.
It was not.
So I could almost certainly find somebody that could make it happen.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand. Like, I don't.
You go to a busy restaurant bar, you're trying to talk, and your friend was very loud conversation going behind them. That's what it feels like.
Simply end the turn and fight next turn.
It's fine.
So yeah,
like
still gives me dinosaurs
like,
next turn. On the same page, Bob. Just let them be on the same page.
As long as we fight next turn, my right is still going.
What?
No, I'm not. I was responding to you. I was trying to take advantage and change their plans.
I was trying to punish Mitch for not having movement, and you said I wasn't being courteous.
Do I need to stand physically between Bombjus and Lexi right now and just be like, shush, let the two players who actually have their armies there sort the situation, please?
I just realized they were fighting.
That's what I'm trying to let them do. Yeah. So Bombjus is trying to find all the cheese he can to get advantages.
Bombjus is trying to find cheesy advantages. Lexi's trying to say no, you can't do that, and it's just. This reminds me of like
he's bringing all this cheese
board
around.
gaming, like big board gaming in the basement where people are just freaking screaming at each other over some stupid rule.
Anyway, my turn's done. It's been done for like 15 minutes.
Mine been.
I had a couple things that you click on, but I didn't want to
moving my brand new expensive dinosaurs to go attack rats. By the way, the duration of the right that I went bankrupt using is 15 turns, so we're totally fine.
Oh, did you use the army spawning one?
Yeah, we talked about it, and we did just for the passive effect that it comes with. So now I've got a dinosaur army way back home. So I'm just moving it around.
That's a huge money commitment.
Yeah,
that's
why
you don't say.
That's why Bombjus was saying we should punish the other player now because he just invested 10 grand into an army.
Which we could have put into Regents of Renown for the fight next turn instead.
Right, I get it. Stuff happens. It's a game. Move on with life. How's your turn looking, Space Goon?
So I wasn't clicking on stuff because I didn't want to screw anybody up. So now I have a couple things I need to do, and that'll be good.
To war for Nehekara. My dynasty.
Knopping jar hoarders for right now.
What?
And I think that's actually it. You don't have line of sight, Bob. Get the laser pointer. The game of choice colors is more important to my friendship. Exactly. You know the dang thing about a lot of those, like, screaming fights that I've had over like board games and stuff is most of the time people are just like they just like have these screaming fights and afterwards are just like super chill with each other. Board games are weird. Games in general are weird, honestly. It's like you think their friendships were about to end over this freaking rule and then they're just like, ah, whatever.
The Dread Fleet.
For the Creator God! Release them.
That's useful. Immunity Wargaming, we always did the 4+ rule. unclear. Roll 50-50 to decide. But then I had a shouting match over rules for Monopoly 2 years ago. My brother had to calm everything down. Monopoly is both not really that good of a game, and a game that makes people really mad. Oh, hey, I had Happy Populace. Holy crap! I had a world event that was positive.
There is a third army.
In Lamia, where I don't need
half
it.
the size of the others, but there is a third one.
Like 2 to 6.
I never spotted that before. Wait, why am I gaining tons of items right now? What just happened?
I don't know.
I think some quest just finished. 1 second.
But just was definitely correct in the Mitch knows something we don't department, though.
Yeah.
How did we not see that army if it wasn't moving in ambush stance?
It's new. It's new this turn.
Oh, is that like a devotee army?
Yeah. It is.
Wait, just to confirm, because you said new. You just made it. It didn't exist last turn.
The right that I used that ended up eating my movement spawns a new devotee army every single turn for 5 turns.
Okay.
Whew, man.
Just crapping out new armies every turn, huh? That's something.
Does it make you pay for those?
Courteous,
by the way. Gaslands had a really cool altercation resolution if the rule is unclear.
Hold on, I'm moving some equipment around that I just got.
Whatever causes the most carnage for the players, that's the outcome. Oh god.
Are you going to be defending Averthir this turn?
That is definitely a method, and I can get behind that.
I would take Mazdamundi out of the city and put him in the camp stance.
I can't move. I keep getting interrupted.
Oh, sorry. I'll stop clicking things.
If I get a Necrotech in Palladia's army, I probably do, right? It'd be good to get the increased movement.
Why am I gaining money? Something must have finished construction. I was in negative income last turn because of the Dino army, but now I am barely in the green again. 1 sec.
Do you have any money?
Yes, I will be defending the city. I feel like we talked about this long enough that I should.
The one above. The other city, not the one.
Oh, Averthir?
Yeah, Averthir.
Okay, this guy needs a tomb prince yet. So once I capture this city, I'll give him a tomb prince.
Phoenicians. You got me all riled up. I'm ready. Well, actually, I'm not ready, but I want to.
Do you have enough money to recruit any regiments of renown? Like replace some skinks with regiments of renown?
I am looking at that. That's what I was looking at. That's the reason I was saying wait.
Xandri, I think, is the Tomb Guard one.
What? Am I missing something
Really
here?
called the rule of carnage. It made arguing with
city
opponents
that he
over
is not
stupid
defending.
unclear rules bad for you.
It's
right.
true. It's true. I said that.
That was I asked. I clarified.
Yeah, no, you're fine, Mitch. You're fine.
Yep.
Oh, Vanguard of Flavors. Where is the one for? There it is. Alright, we need that one. I need to perform this.
Alright, I was able to get 1 regiment. Okay. Do I attack out to you, or do you attack into me?
I am happy to move everything into place and attack into you. Fair fight.
I'm ready.
You'll let me bring all my army.
Greatness comes.
Could you go just one at a time here?
Is that army?
Oh, Sepulchral
Yes, it
Stalkers.
is.
If it was me, I don't know what the movement is of that Slanesh army that's in force march behind you. But if you put
the Sepulchral Stalkers go
Bevcast into ambush stance, that force march army would not be able to reinforce.
These go to her.
Well, I think
I also think I'm going to probably hand the Screaming Skull Catapult.
we're about to do a battle with my 2 versus the 3 that are right below me.
Is that true? Is it only the 3 that are attacking, Mitch?
It depends on how we want to do this.
Yeah. Okay. I think that 4th army behind you is going to force march into reinforcement stance, or to reinforce.
You can either attack into my 3 there, or it'll be the 1 above and the 2 below. Most.
All right, hold on. Let me check something.
All right, and then we got 4 grand to play with here too. Again, I don't want to click anything that will cause like the camera to like get grabbed.
Oh my gosh, there's so many units here. I'm just trying to make sure everybody's involved. I'm trying to do this right.
It's a good old-fashioned fiesta. That's what we live for.
Hold on, I have to get 1 pixel closer with him. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. I'm attacking. Good?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on a sec.
The
Okay.
nation
Have you
calls.
increasing
I mean, it says decisive, but am I supposed to hit
Yeah, I'll check
manual
again
battle?
next turn just in case. 'cause
Yeah,
I built
we
him
don't
I built him in
auto
front, so
PvP battles unless it's like...
Okay, I'm clicking fight battle. I just, yeah, that's totally fine. I'm just
we
making sure
like to
I'm
the
following the
galas.
rules.
Yeah.
No, you're good. You're good. If he thought there's no possible way that he wins, then he could, agree to auto it. But I'm assuming he doesn't want to do that.
Oh
since
yeah,
he has
no,
3
I mean,
full armies there.
Standard is, I mean,
One
PvP,
of you,
I
go
assume
ahead.
that if he feels like he can't win, he's going to try to take out some key units or something of mine.
Yeah, one of you click the quick save button for me if you can.
Got it.
There we go. Nice.
Well, after 7 hours of playing Mazdamundi, I finally get to try out Mazdamundi. Okay, so he is taking a Pterodon Rider. So far, I don't know if he's taking more.
Is Master Monday his only caster? Oh, he's got Lord Croak too. All right.
A game mechanic question: is there any possible
He's
outcome
also
where I
got
get that
feral
unit
ones.
Yes, actually.
Which is less effective against Slanesh. At least,
Since you're
so we
fighting
got
in the
that.
open field, units who route
I'll be right
off
back.
the field could survive. So if you injure that unit but don't kill it, it routes
It would
off the
come back.
field. It'll return to you after the fight. If my knowledge of Slanesh, like memory, serves
That is
correctly,
my understanding.
that is
Okay.
what?
That is my understanding.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're like in a city defending the city, it's different because defenders in city battles always get wiped. But given that you guys chose to fight out in the open, anything that routes off the field here should survive, and seduced units do return to the owner. This is quite the big one. You both brought a lot of big boys.
Me or him?
You both did. That's a lot of units.
No, this is a dime a dozen.
Yeah, I kind of figured when because I saw your two armies.
I'm talking quantity, not necessarily quality here. Because I see that the Slanesh army is mostly chaff, but still.
But there's also 2 more of them behind me now. Now we know that there's a minimum 5 around me. These
With a new
dinos
one
gotta...
spawning, with a new one spawning every turn. Yeah, next time, punish him when he overextends. You do it. You.
Yeah, like holy shit, man.
I will say that like even if I had wanted to do that, I was out of movement.
That's what I kept saying too. Is he was
so
said like
I
5
couldn't
times he
have
had no
done
movement.
No, you if you had gone, so the reason
No,
why
I was
you couldn't-
kidding. Do not start this
Okay,
again.
all right. He had
Fair,
movement.
like, move us into
He had
separate
movement.
movements.
He had
Fight.
movement.
I got it. Like, I'm gonna split the voice channels before Lexi
Do it
and Bomb
now.
just start up again. Get us out.
You're wrong. Sorry.
All right.
Get out of here with
Oh,
that. I'll
man.
fight bomb just all day.
All right. So, who wants what?
I like how you stole the air units. I wonder if he even has stuff to deal with the air units.
He does. He has a couple of other air units, including the Regiment of Renown Coatl, which is like a big air monster. But I did get his Regiment of Renown, which are the better ones. Of the.
If you want to give him to me, I can try to get him on Croak.
Yeah, that's honestly not bad because he might be hesitant to kill him.
He'll be hesitant to kill him because they're his renown unit, and Croak won't be able to hit them because they're flyers.
These Ripperdon?
All right.
No,
I think
okay.
we're gonna play this the same way, and then Lexi, I'm gonna give you also this squad here.
Huh?
Y'all basically have everything there. I think that we start by deploying back, honestly.
This is a low level wizard with no spells. Are you sure you don't want to just fight her? Because I don't know if she's going to be able to do much. She's just going to die.
Yeah, no, I have other stuff coming in. I think we're deploying back here, though, and waiting for the other stuff to come in. Oh, no, she's the lord of a disciple army. She does not matter. So, yeah, run her in with all the infantry or whatever.
That worked. Nice.
Literally,
these guys
this entire army and one of the others is just chaff.
I'm gonna put the flyers somewhere like really random in a way because they obviously can't be hidden in the trees.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to tell them where the rest of the units are.
Nice, you can hide chariots now.
Oh, were you not able to before?
No, it was kind of weird. Like, chariots couldn't hide in the forest, so there's like some random chariots. Like, oh, I wonder where the enemy is.
I'm just gonna put them right in the open in the middle, so they won't be able to reach them on start, and it won't show them where anything else is.
Yeah, that works. That one skink skirmisher he had in his army really can't.
Trying to adjust which army comes in first and adjust what units I get. And it is not working how I want because my one army is slightly faster.
Yeah, their armies come in at 2 minutes and 1:40.
How many units are on the map here?
I think it'll only let you have 2 armies out on a time since you guys are like it's no other armies.
It will, which is why I'm trying to adjust this.
Mm.
Yeah, I was trying to get the best units out. That makes sense.
Yeah, and it's the cultist units that come in first now, and so they are actually disposable completely.
Right. Awesome.
So that one coming in at 158 is completely disposable cult units and also has a lot more cav and chariots.
Right, yeah.
And then the one coming in behind it's the stronger army, and those marauders are actually cracked. Those marauders are at like 54 melee attack or something.
That's pretty good for a marauder.
Yeah. They ain't bad marauders over there. Because that lord has the buffs for them.
Right, yeah.
Alright. I will be right back. I gotta go to the restroom real quick before we start throwing down with this. I'm sure they will hop in and let us know soon.
Okay.
Yeah, I would imagine. Coddle's kind of scary. Also because fighting them, sometimes the animations break and it makes it very difficult for melee units to actually do damage to them.
Yeah, I think the big thing is also going to be Croak too, because his spells and like we just got to really make sure we don't mass group anything up and give Croak a bunch of value.
Yeah, the clumping, we need to be really, really cognizant of clumping our units.
I'm going to try to use these flyers to get on Croak as much as I can.
He's got Razor Dons too, so he does have a good amount of range. It just depends on like whether he wants to shoot his own units or not. I mean, at the end of the day, if he kills them, that's one more unit that we didn't have to kill. So, whatever.
True. This is gonna be a long fight. This is gonna take a long time for Mitch to run out of units.
Yeah, if he gets on top of where they're coming on the board, though, then it could be a problem. So we'll have to see how this plays out.
I don't know if they'll try, though, since... Well, actually, Nakari's not in this fight, right? It's just the side armies?
Yeah, it's just the 2 side armies. Well, 3 side armies, I guess.
I'll come back.
Have they come in yet?
No, not yet. They're still
you guys have hands? I'm sure you'll win this. Yeah, I need to friggin'... Yeah, make sure that my micro's on point. Okay, 1 is on the right side, 2 is on the left side.
Is the one that he's starting with on the field, is that the spawned-in dinosaur army?
No, he doesn't have the spawned-in dinosaur army because it starts at his capital. He doesn't have the dino army here. He does have an army ability that will spawn shitty little dinos.
Yeah, which should not really be an issue because we don't have ranged units anyway. So yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, then I don't know why that right was an excuse then.
Yeah, like
Back your hostage,
I
Snushy.
thought that was the
spawns in
army he was
shitty-
using,
Yeah,
and he was almost out of time with it.
That is
Knock,
the.
knock, hello.
Hello.
We're good.
Hi.
Yeah, sorry. Muckluck is like not fought a manual battle with his armies before, so he's like sitting here reviewing like spells and abilities. So we'll give him another second. I assume you guys are ready to go because you only have like 5 units on the field, right?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
fine. Just he can take his time to do what he needs to do.
Thank you for your patience. We'll let him finish reading what all these things do.
I don't know. We only have 15 more turns left on this.
15 more turns. What on the right?
It was a stab at the bomb just thing. Yes.
Yeah. Well, the army that it spawned, it didn't even appear near you guys. It was
Oh
more
no,
like,
I know. It spawns at his capital. I saw it.
Yeah, it was like a desperation move. So he spent all of his money on that, and then the fight didn't even happen. So
Yeah.
I 100% understand where
I
Bomb
hear
is coming from.
I
'Cause
hear it.
Muck pretty heavily invested into a fight that didn't even happen.
I did not mean for it to do that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
I
get it.
didn't know that either.
I am trying to make sure everybody's happy, but that is often,
Yeah.
given that it's a
Compromise.
war, it is diametrically opposed. Anything that makes you happy probably makes them unhappy, and vice versa. So we're doing what we
Yep.
can. Anyway, I will go see if he's ready, and then we'll ready up here shortly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it give
Also,
him like some buff
I
on round
honestly
one
feel
that
sorry
they
for
do it?
Fairlight having to like moderate.
It gives them
but,
the army
you know,
ability to summon the shitty feral cold ones.
It happens.
Is it only the first turn
No,
though?
it's
Don't they get it for all 15?
turns. It's all 15 turns.
Somebody
He
has
was-
to make a
He
call.
was annoyed because Muckluck spent all the money on it.
He was gonna spend all the money
All right,
regardless.
they're
it sounds
ready
like.
up. Also, if y'all notice, the Marauders have the buff that reduces melee attack and defense, but make sure that we stay spread out for Croak. Here we go.
Okay.
You can probably go scout it out with the flyers.
I was just gonna say that. I'll go scout ahead and see where they are.
Yeah, because they do have fire while moving, and poison, so they should
Kind
actually
of
be
move
able
into
to
the
outrun,
trees
I think,
over
some of
here,
the
just
others.
to screen in case they start running units up the trees.
Yep, because the other ones are fire leech ones, so they're the AoE. He's coming to look for us, or he's going to try and bomb us when we come in, actually. That's what that's going for right now. There's Mazda Mundi. Croak is there in the back. Croak's standing there.
I'll try to keep them at bay, because they definitely won't try to 1v1
Hey,
with us.
you can probably try and take the cav down around the hill on the back in the trees.
Yeah. Kind of screening on the left-hand side here, just in case they try to like rush the spawn or whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like they're gonna do that, but just in case.
Oh, shoot down that skink lord a little bit. Pop some shots in him, and we can
Oh,
pop.
I
some
did. I'm
shots
trying to
in
get out of the trees so the shots hit more.
Hell yeah. Kite him around if he wants to kill those things.
Yeah, he's going hard. Jeez Liz.
Yeah, just spam move them. If it pulls everything away from where we zone in,
Mario's
that's
got that
great.
musk on the melee attack, huh? Yeah.
I think
27
that
seconds.
everybody get ready to push up, and I think that kind of as soon as this army's in position, I'm going to start it pushing. Like as soon as it comes on the map.
Sounds good.
I think that we try and hit it before he really gets too much time to set up his other one. Because in chaos we win from just flanking on everything.
Fuck chaos!
They're putting in so much work to kill their own units.
Like, you betrayed us! You're going down!
You want some more
They've
cab
done
space?
some good damage to one of them.
I'm glad to take anything you want to throw my way.
Lexi, you want any more, or are you good with that?
At the moment, I'm good just because I'm having to micromanage this so much to need the flyers. The thing is he's got 3 flyers on me and I'm still winning.
Yep.
Yeah, those RR are pretty good.
All right, and all right. I'm gonna start sending stuff in at him.
Okay, sounds good. These chariots should put some work in, honestly.
Yeah, Lexi, bring all your stuff up and around. I think all of it like up that way, around the hill, and try and get behind.
Got it. I'm on it.
Wait for the lines to hit before I connect here.
The debauched ones! Move with grace. The Knights of Slanesh! God's sweet kiss! Surging on! George's sweet alive as sled. There. Yes. Yes. Seekers! Sing unto brevity. There we flit. Flow like wine.
All of them. Everybody focusing up on the micro.
Agonizing death.
All right, bring it in and let's hit up this back line.
Yeah, I'm moving in now.
Absolute obedience. We go. We go. To our left of Slanesh.
That's damage.
Lexi, bring it in. No, don't bring it into the front line. Bring it in around. Go around.
Okay. Okay.
All
Hold
your
on.
all your melee, bring it around.
A flurry of talons.
Probably about 6 seconds. Try to disengage here again.
We go.
Those chariots are gonna get shredded there. Unfortunate.
Supple servants of Slanesh. Seekers of Slanesh. A dance of pain. Absolute obedience. Pain is a gift. Flow like wine. Seekers of Slanesh.
Chariots back out again.
Through sensation.
Mostly went through.
Seekers. A flurry
Goes back out again.
on Linus' leg. Flow like wine. Intriguing scent. A flurry of talons.
Bottle.
All right, yeah, crash that in from behind, and that'll be good.
Those guys in the front.
The debauched ones. Pain is a gift. Move with grace. Surging on. Seekers of Slanesh. Sin and depravity.
Put in there.
Seekers. A desire granted. Yes.
I can take out these spearmen that are guarding his flank. We're doing pretty well here.
Lumineth of Slanesh. On light. We go.
I'm getting on his range units too.
Chariots out here.
Yep.
Seekers. There. Yes. There we flit.
Around to these guys. My chariots go up here.
Pain is a gift. On light.
We got eyes on Croak.
The deepest pleasure.
He's in the middle, up top.
No.
I'll
Yes,
draw
he
a
is, yes,
circle.
he is.
He's right here. I'm gonna try to get one of these anti-large units on him.
Seekers of Slanesh. We go.
Make sure there's cold ones here if I
Oh
can.
yeah, my lord's on him. Bring him down, and this is worth it.
Chariots here that need to come back into the fight. Chariots back around this way as well. These are blessed, aren't they? Yeah, blessed Saurus warriors. More damage we can do to those, the better.
His main lord's shields are down. I'm still on him.
Yeah.
There are a couple of marauders that are coming on the board now as well.
Seekers of Slanesh! Endless suffering. Flow like wine. Seeking send.
Oh my god, my lord's on a chariot, so he's literally just dragging Croak around. Or he was dragging Croak around.
Torture sweet kiss. Surging on.
Lines are thin enough, my chariots can actually break through him now.
The dance of pain. Unlike this breath. A fury of talent. Flow like flow. Demonets of Slanesh!
Get on Croak. Everybody send everything after Croak in the middle.
We go! A dance!
I think army losses are about to kick in.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's alright. We inflicted some decent losses.
Yeah, we scuffed these two armies up real bad, honestly.
Yeah.
We got Croak so low too, damn.
His whole
Curious
front
to
line
see,
is basically
Croak's-
gone.
Oh yeah, Croak did insane. He did 23,000 damage.
Curious to see how many kills he has. Yeah.
GG's.
Yep.
GG's.
Good fight.
How
there
many
like
kills
is
does
there-
Croak have?
Only 142. We only had 30 wins, so.
Is there like an
cooldowns.
unbreakable unit on the field preventing it from ending or something?
No. There's a slow unit. I don't know.
Should
I don't
be
know
over,
why.
right?
Here.
Hmm.
Attempting
Yeah.
to speed up.
Oh,
I
just
think
click,
you just
just
click
click
end.
end battle. I know some people want to chase down and farm every last opponent's
No,
unit.
I
but
wanted to
find-
drag it out.
There's just line breakers, there's a pre-juiced
Oh,
marauders,
yeah, we
and
don't do
then
that
Flood
either.
Musk, they got absolutely
I find
destroyed.
end of battle.
Yeah, well,
cheesing
that plus
to
magic,
be
you know.
an exploit I would use against the AI, not against players.
Atreus got 85 kills and 33 kills, 72 kills, 87 kills respectively, 6,000 damage, 7,000
Because
damage.
conversely,
5,000 damage.
like if I allow that, the opponent could simply click escape and then click concede immediately to deny themselves taking losses as well. So like allowing both players to like choose to drag out or end battles instantly is not. I don't want to go down. That's yet another route of exploits I would have to add to the rulebook, and I don't want to deal with it. So when the fight ends, just click end battle.
Mr. Mundi is a big boy.
Saruses are way tankier than I remembered.
Dude, that was really overwhelming. Because that was my first battle with him, and it was like, all right, here's 40 units. Good luck. It's like,
The
oh my
healing
god,
plus
you take this,
speed,
you
so-
take
yeah,
this.
that too.
So long.
Yeah, I mean, this is when we were discussing this in the strategy, like in our other channel beforehand. I basically said if you just
Cold
walk
ones
over
got
there with
knocked
19
out.
Sauruses and you will run over everything that he can field until like he hits tier 5 and he's flooding the field with Chosen or something. But prior to that, it's like, what can Slanesh do against such reckless hate? I mean, lizards.
Yeah, also the heroes on like dinosaurs and stuff are rough, right?
What can men do against such Reckless hate.
Cry.
Address me as your highness. Priest king of greatest dynasty.
Okay. It should allow me to click on things again.
Awake the Necrosphinx.
Just for the aggressive.
Yeah, I did not
cunning.
realize until we got into the battle how little winds of magic we had. And then I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, my first campaign was dwarves, and
Anybody
then
fighting
like
this
my
guy?
second campaign, I don't remember who I played, but it wasn't until like my third or fourth campaign through the game that I finally understood how winds of
Oh, hey, the
magic even
sentinels.
worked. I was going into battles with like only 15 wins in the tank, and I was thinking, man, this magic system in this game sure sucks.
Yeah,
I don't think I get...
the wood elves
What
have an
was the other-
option whenever they take out a
was the other guy
settlement
that was
to
fighting?
replenish their troops and to gain 5 winds of magic. And so after a few turns, you just always
Oh yeah, the
outnumbered.
orcs.
And I like learned with that, and then everything else I was like, oh.
It is very funny that you
And
used the
we're
wood elves
again.
as an example.
Are-
I remember Lexi complaining incessantly in her wood elf run that she never had any wins to work with.
Okay, it was only because the objective was like -10 wins everywhere,
Yeah.
and they don't have a winds of magic stance.
Yeah, we were the city that we were using for like our King of the Hill game.
Be done.
That region and both the regions next to it were all like -10.
For
So
Nice.
everyone sitting there was just getting their mana drained every turn.
And then I think Dyer's had like ancillaries that
Yeah,
was
lizards
making it
landed
drain
on the
even more.
donut. Yep.
Could you repeat the rule regarding encampment and being near players?
Well,
Don't
okay,
move
so
it.
since you and Mitch are now most definitely in PvP, you must move to where you are going and then encamp, or move to where you are going and then ambush.
Okay, I just wanted that's totally fine. I was just
Okay, there we go.
dealing with attrition, and I wanted to make sure I was allowed to use it.
Plus 10
You
melee
can
attack when in
also,
desert.
You can like
Sure.
mouse over ambush stance or mouse over encampment stance to see exactly how far you would be able to move, so you shouldn't be misclicking into the wrong spot and denying yourself the encamp stance.
Increased
Oh,
mobility.
and one other thing.
And if you do
Wrath
like
Hailstorm
move
class.
to the edge of
It's
your
a
range and then
normal
go into
AI,
camp stance and realize
so they're,
you're
like,
off by
really
a pixel, I
passive.
don't mind you adjusting it.
That being
but
said, I've
keep
been
it-
attacked
the
a couple of
spirit
times.
of the rule is you cannot use encampment stance like a minesweeper to run through enemies that like potentially are ambushing to spoil their ambushes. That's the point of the rule, right? So as long as you're not like foiling ambushes with it, I'm not going to be too picky or come down on people super hard. Now, if you know there's an enemy ambushing nearby, or you suspect it and you're like running through it in encampment stance, then obviously we got to have some words.
Okay.
And one more thing about encamp and ambush stance. They say they take a percentage of your movement. They don't. They take a flat 50 or a flat 25. So, for example, like if you have 100, if you have like 150 campaign movement range, which you can see when you mouse over the bar in the bottom left, you only need to use like actually 50 of that, not 75.
Alright, do we level this port up over here? How long will it take to level up? It'll give me 150 gold for 2,000. 20 growth as well. 5 turns to construct. I think we just level the cities up, honestly.
Arise, legions. My glory.
My glory. These guys are just completely sieging out the settlement, apparently. Interesting. How's the campaign going? Well, we're trying to head towards the objective now. Lizardmen have landed on Ulthuan. That's happening.
Nehekara will be mine.
So our Ankari player is
Bold strategy.
having to deal with that. This guy's passive again. Oh, he's tough. Okay. So it doesn't really matter what I give him. So I should probably just give him canopic jars at this point. Well, actually, I should do arrows of Asaf. How about his stat line here a bit?
Address me as your highness.
There we go. You do both of those growth buildings. That's nice. Probably because she has, like, construction reduction or something on right now. Like, doing things. Okie dokie. Well. Sneak attack. I mean, he sailed over there and just, like, landed and was like, hello, I'm here. I'm a bunch of people. So it wasn't really sneaky. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to hire this guy as well. Hunting, probably. It's like I could try to get +5s with all factions, but like, plus, I would have to have so many heroes for that to actually be worth time. This army needs a caster as well. We'll have to get that organized. Death war between Slash and the Lizards? Basically, yeah.
To my team, I just sent you guys a picture and a question, if you don't mind.
You're not right, Dad.
Forget it.
That Wa army is not, like, particularly good. So restrictive in campaigns like this? Yeah, well, that's why they gave us Tomb Kings. Like, we picked each other's sides, right? So... On the upshot, Master Monday is super broke right now.
Priest king of greatest dynasty.
Oh, he does have a caster. He doesn't have a Necrotech, though. We do at least have 3 armies. And also, I think we're strength rank 8 right now, so that should help. That should help keep people off our backs, right? A little bit. You gotta sell those leases to Queek or Scarbrand, try to hold on to them against Wurzag. So, just with the campaign rules, to sell land now, you need to be, like, allied with the AI faction. You can't just, like...
Okay.
Sell
Hey, Mitch,
willy-nilly.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so following the rules, I am about to... I think I have enough movement. Hit Vol's Anvil, and I am officially announcing it.
Yep.
Do I need to wait on anything?
Nope.
Okay.
So, I appreciate you going the extra mile to follow the rules. I will point out that that rule only applies when there's an enemy general present. If he doesn't have, since there's no army there, you don't have to say anything. You can just take the city.
Got it. Okay. I am sieging for a moment just to get all my people in range because I want them to get XP.
Oh.
And auto-resolve.
Do you lose anything in the auto?
No, I do not lose a thing.
What the
Okay.
hell?
What's up? Something wrong?
Weird just happened that I went from having seduction budget to not.
Oh.
I have 2, thanks to that last battle, I have minus 50% times 2 now.
They stack. That's interesting.
We listen. You have proven yourself a problem. We have been brainstorming how to deal with it.
If we get a third lord, you have to pay us.
Yeah, we're gonna stack it 3 times. Yeah, you gotta pay to bring your own units on the field.
Yeah, my 2 lords got a anti-Slanesh trait. One at the beginning of the game from my newbie opponent, and one from the battle we just had.
Yeah, I did not realize that those stacked. That's something else.
When you went, what the hell? I was like, I did something wrong. Panic.
Bum 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 bum.
Okay, question for you guys. I've got a guy that is going to take attrition. If I force march to move him into the water on a boat, will it protect him?
It would, but I don't think you're going to take attrition anyway, because how much corruption are you clearing per turn?
So Mitch is saying that
he
should be fine, but he'll have to fight off
before it attributes.
He'll probably have to
damage?
fight these armies off with Enkari himself, who has the Sword of Cain, but we just want to make sure.
And
it'll go from 33 down
hopefully
to 11.
we don't give them the sword.
I don't think 11 corruption harms you. I think 25% is the cutoff point. So you should take it well below the poisonous part, so you should not take damage.
I would also
really small army, yeah, probably.
Belkas, past. Can you zoom out, Muck?
What is the actual, like, what do we actually get for this
paint
pyramid?
Me a pretty picture of Ulthuan real quick.
Topic jars, control adjacent provinces, growth, all provinces, casualty punishment rate, runs of magic power, reserve capacity plus 3 all armies. The capacity is nice, but everything else is kind of crap.
Like that,
6,000 gold in 10 turns for 3 winds of magic.
Paint me a pretty picture, he says.
Probably not worth it.
Okay.
Question about Winds of Magic. When you, let's say I have one army do, channeling, and then there's another army right next to it. Does it affect both or just the one?
It only affects the one. Also, if you bring 2 armies into a battle, only the army initiating, their magic pool is the one you draw from.
Yeah.
So if you have like one army that is full and one army
assembly
that
is balancing at a
point where
you want the one that has
more wins to start the fight.
Understood.
Which probably would have been a good thing to tell you before the previous
think you won't
battle,
make it,
but I didn't think of it.
In 75 turns, you don't think I'm going to make it.
I remember that came into play in the what was it, campaign that I played with Lexi, where she was the Wood Elves and I was Astankia, or was it the one before that? I can't remember. One of the factions we played, I had a guy who had like only half his wins, and another guy with full wins. So I had to bait the other team into attacking my guy that had full magic, because it was the only way I was going to win.
Well, let's see here.
Smiles on us. It's inevitable.
Gosh, dang it. Things keep happening. It keeps unclicking my freaking hero. Okay, so to get that far is 1, 2, 3. So this is probably like 4 turns, right? So let's see here. That's about 4 turns. I would say that's probably about 4 turns to get in the water. So that'd be like another turn. So it's going to be, I'm going to not get there on 50. I'm definitely not going to get there on 50 turns, but I'm going to get there slightly afterwards, so it'll depend. Yeah, I won't get there by turn 50 unless I absolutely ignore everything and just march. But I will be there, like, shortly afterwards. That being said, our opponents are also coming from down here, over here.
Oh, you know, I just remembered
and then the ogres are coming
my
from
Enkari test campaign.
Way over here as well. So
I have to go do this.
How much does Volkmar have? He is. How many settlements is he sitting on here?
I will scour
6. He's got 6 settlements. Yeah, it's at my faction leader.
Oh.
Summoned at your faction leader.
Dang. Shame I don't think I'm allowed to do that. I was going to hit up Carl for some money and be like, hey, I'll declare war on Enkari if you give me some money. And he offers me an alliance in exchange. Actually, wait, I can do that, though. That's not settlement trading. This should be weighted fairly.
Yeah, that's just an alliance. That's fine. All good.
Well, it's not the alliance bit. It's the trading settlements that's broken, and I'm not trading a settlement, so I think this is actually legit.
Yeah, it should be. At least from what you're telling me.
All right, sorry, Mitch. I got to make it official that we're at war, because when I was doing my Enkari test campaign, I saw
definitely gonna be
that
useful.
being in positive
burn a place to the
diplomacy
ground, and then
gives you
kill it to
more
level 3
influence
instantly.
to seduce my units. So I gotta start making sure you hate me.
What?
What?
I'm just sitting here like I am shocked he didn't tell this to his teammates earlier.
Let's begin.
Well, I mean, you're literally over there killing him. I don't think
I'm certainly at war. I'm just
yeah.
saying.
Well, I didn't know this until last
big
night
city,
when I
so
fired
slam
up
down
the
a
Enkari
garrison.
campaign.
I don't know what's going on.
I declared war on Mitch to make sure that my relation with him is really low, so that he doesn't get free influence over my faction.
Oh, okay.
I'm just stream sniping.
Okay.
He's in my chat right now, actually. Ban this man.
Damn, you stream sniping both teams? That's crazy.
Yep.
Get him out of here.
I had to. That is an interesting thing to know, though, that actually affects that system. Would that also affect the, like, the Elven influence system?
The what now?
Like, you know how, like, the High Elf system, they can affect all the
I did
different
measure for my
influences
most
and
southernmost
diplomacy?
army.
If you're at, like,
I do have closer armies.
can
Like, I've got
wars
these
affect
guys up
that
here,
as well
right?
to, like, negate it?
It'd be the other way around. You would use the Elven influence system to
he's
like,
on his way as
counteract
well.
the effect of a war if he needed to, or something like that.
He's the closest, actually, like straight line distance.
Well, that one panic right I did, where I burned like 9k gold for the dinosaur ability, I'm hurling those dinosaurs at a bunch of rats that were being annoying to the north of me, and they are getting absolutely trampled.
Yeah, I would just send those dinos on a sacking spree north to try and make back the money you spent on them.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. Like, it's not really hospitable, but anything that's big money, I'm just taking the money.
Yeah, I don't think the bad climate affects the amount of money you make for sacking a city, so even if it's terrible climate and you don't want to claim the cities, you could still
make it
run up there and
there
sack
about
them
turn
for
50
good
marching
money.
mostly only, just getting around the dang mountain chains, the Forest of Joy.
Yeah, I just
wild.
put them
Yeah,
in an
forest
army with
being on this side is a little bit
Slaanesh
annoying.
life, or not Slaanesh, sorry, what is it called? Slam
Slash?
Mage Priest life. So he's just healing a stampede of dinosaurs.
Heckin' love dinosaurs. And
Obviously,
healing.
big issue is definitely going to be like some of these.
Most of my favorite factions.
Some of these
in
big
any-
units
well,
take
favorite
like
way of playing
4
any game
turns to build,
is
right?
something with
Globally.
sustain, like tankiness
Yo,
plus
me
healing.
too!
That's me. So my
Oh,
favorite
my
ways of
goodness.
playing this game so far was like Dryka with the Wood Elves and just getting a bunch of like angry tree men and then like healing them with branch rates. That was one.
You should play Daniel the Demon Prince and because you can get a Nurgle mage who heals, and then
Yeah, it's going to take a lot
on
to
top
get
of
these
that Nurgle
Necropolis
mage,
guys
you
hired.
can then like recruit any monster you want from like, or like you can like dedicate to a certain roster. So like you could have, for example, you could like if you wanted to, you could have a bunch of those like vortex beasts for Tzeentch, but with a Nurgle mage in your army to heal them.
I'm trying to think like
Yeah, I did.
If I just sang-
like 10
if I just
turns
send
with
a moose-
Daniel once. I was really bad at it at the time.
like
I'll have to try to get
blitzing
someone.
up here to try to get
His start
some
has gotten
kind of
a little easier since
some
they
kind of
moved away
foothold.
from Malice.
Problem is if I get a
So
foothold
it's
over
definitely,
here
not
at
as
all,
bad
I
as it
have to
was
go
before.
through the freaking forest every time I want to like get into Pretonia,
I
which
just
is
wish
the
he was allowed
problem.
to have ancillaries or something.
I will be right back a minute, but
Yeah.
I've already finished my turn.
I like ancillaries aren't the biggest deal. I think the problem is like his
I'm not
armor,
really sure if I want to set up here. Like
his armor,
the mountain range on this side is
Khorne,
really
isn't
annoying.
good enough to even compare to like if I have a regular lord.
I could take the Empire
Fort
Fort right here. That'd be.
I can get that man at 26%.
Well, no, the
ward
fort doesn't
save
have any
with,
build
like, 2
slots, does
items.
it? And I can't take
And that's
anything in
not
here because I have to like
the
loop
other shit that I can
around,
give him.
right?
So even though like
Yes.
Daniel
Like you go
and
through
Khorne-
Betonia to like step in.
Stuff like Armor of Destiny and Talisman of Preservation are like better than most of the Build a Demon Workshop options.
Yeah.
That's why it's like I'm surprised because you can't even skill into his personal stats, right?
No, it's all of his personal stats come from the armor.
So the fact that they took not only his items away, his personal stats away, and his ancillaries, like give him at least one of them.
Yeah.
I feel like they definitely shouldn't have taken his ancillaries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus Daniel actually gets some pretty good ancillaries that give like
Muckluck!
He did say he was going AFK.
Rip.
Which is why it's funny. He's like, I'm gonna go AFK, and the AI immediately is like, all right, that guy, let's get that guy.
Yo. Muckluck butchered his reliability when he threatened all those factions.
Yeah, when he was like, yeah, I'm threatening all these factions, I was like, doesn't threatening ruin your rep, like even if it succeeds?
Is it Marathi time? I don't.
What is his rep? Can you see it? Like how bad is it?
It's very low.
he tanked
Mitch could just tell you, so I'm just gonna tell you.
He tanked it all the way. It's very low. Actually, can you see other players' reliability ratings?
I am back, and you guys might have been waiting
That's
on me,
your question. Maybe I am sabotage my own team. I guess it doesn't really matter.
That's okay. I'm sure telling them the deepest, detailed inner workings of Muck's faction isn't a bad thing.
I mean, he said a lot that they threatened him, so anybody who knows how it works would know that.
I think if the threat succeeds, it's less of a penalty than if it fails.
What are we talking about?
We were talking about how you said you threatened some AI factions for money or trade agreements or something a while back.
Oh yeah, when I was desperate for like, I needed like a little bit more gold to make a building I wanted to make in that turn, and I started
Apparently
threatening
Arathi
factions
is,
that were
like, getting
not
bodied right
next
now.
to me, and I threatened like 4 that were below Fairlight because you're between me and them, and then a couple that were way north of me, and I think I successfully got like 300 gold out of the hag lady.
So,
And I was able to build my building.
in the future, threatening does lower your reliability, which can screw up your diplomatic relations with like factions you already are good with. If you want to get a little bit of cash out of if you want to squeeze some cash out of diplomacy, I would join war against factions that are far away from you. So like you could have talked to like Rakarth or like Wanbo or Marathi and been like,
Raspo
I'll
we
join
trust.
war
He
against this
normally
faction
gets
for you, and then they give you like
wrecked
1,000
as well.
gold.
But
And
maybe
that doesn't
maybe he'll
affect
do
your
all right.
reliability.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I always thought it was funny that threatening even affects your reliability because, if anything, I feel like an overt threat would be like it should increase your reliability. It's like, do exactly what I say or I'll kill you.
Yeah.
The reliability.
You can trust that this man will kill you.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you do exactly what you threaten that you will do, it means you are reliable. Even if it's like even if you're doing something evil, but you're doing exactly what you said you would do, then you are reliable, right? You're reliably evil, but still. So I always thought that mechanic was extremely backwards.
All right, here we go. Cast Blunderbuss Auto Resolve. Pray for me.
All right, we need to research
Awesome.
Pride and Service here because it's such a good bonus.
Oh wait, shit.
Rabbi
Oh,
threatening,
dear,
yes,
what
it
have I
checks
done?
out.
No.
Armor and weapon strength as well.
Huzzah! Normal difficulty prevails.
Address me as your highness.
Oh. You know what's really interesting? I killed Drazoeth, and his defeat trait is 10% income from province capital settlement buildings faction wide when on map. I'm surprised Creative Assembly doesn't use that when on map more often.
See it is done.
Okay, they took the fort, but he doesn't have
So you
a
know if you can, like,
wall
disband
going
a
anymore.
hero to keep the bonus, or like disband a ward. I mean.
Yeah, no, I get you.
We got movement here at 140.
Is there a difference between wound and assassinate when you're looking at hero units?
Hit him with a Fairlight.
Assassinate has the possibility to critically succeed and permanently kill. Wound just gets them off the map for 5 turns.
Okay.
Assassinate also just takes them off the map for 5 turns unless you get a crit.
I actually get 26. There we go.
Stride to greatness. Shatter their bones.
See if anything happens with that. Yeah, also, let's check our hero recruit for Necrotech. Recruit ranks.
Question now is, do I just start killing Rakarth now? He hasn't declared war on me yet. I just need to assume that he will. But do I want to start a war with him 10 turns before the objective zone opens up?
War, start you ready.
All right.
Team sent y'all a question.
Bring me Neferata's head.
Send them in there.
Slaves to work.
Yes. The
All right.
gods I see.
And we just keep on rolling. How we doing over here in Lamia? We got 3 turns before that finishes.
Yeah, you scared me. I just double checked. It's in the correct channel.
And my Discord is not loading.
In team nap time.
Okay, you're talking to Mitch, who's not on our team.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, so much for me having vision of Ulthuan. My guy just killed himself.
What? What?
He just failed an assassination and died.
Damn.
Fell on the stairs on the way there.
Fell on the knife.
All right. Maybe I can get trade with Clan Moors here.
Speak that things.
Nah, still negative 12. If I get trade with them, that'll be nice, obviously. They are right next to me as well, which is useful. Yeah. Matt could disband to get a new one and cheese the system, but I'm not sure if being on the edge of allowed gameplay. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's one of those things.
Marshal the men.
It's just, I mean, it's very, very widely done. Oh, wait, why am I down a unit? Whoops. Did I accidentally disband too many guys? Maybe I did. Oh, yeah, I disbanded a guy earlier, too. Because I was like, oh, I'm going to put the dude in here, so I did it beforehand, and now I've... Okay.
My dynasty.
That's fine. It was just a skeletal spearman anyway, so it wasn't, like, anybody important.
Find my harem.
Okay. I'm going to be right back, chat. Okay.
Now's the time.
I don't think there's any point in me taking the Black Pyramid of Nagash. Does this book give me, like, Winds of Magic or anything, even? All army capacity up by 10. That's kind of nice. Actually, you know what? I think it's more important for us to try to get another dynasty unlocked than it is to get like a few more pluses on our freaking boys. Who's this? I remember the first guy being pretty okay. Has plus 10% range. Okay. Ward save, character effect, leadership. It's kind of okay in general. Winds of Magic, power reserve capacity plus 5 all armies, spell resistance. Recruit rank for Lich Priest, corruption, hero action chance. Maybe do first dynasty just in case we end up like being able to like get any of these upgrades. Oh, it's only 16 turns because we have the... I mean, we're at 96, but it's still only 16 turns, so that's not too bad.
You want to fight that?
Caught me off guard. No, I'll just hit auto. It's fine.
All right.
Best I could hope for would be taking out like one of your squads, and that would take too much time for that, I think.
Darkness comes.
And there is von Falkenstein. I thought I saw Hyper in here before. Do I have any mods in chat right now? Or did somebody already ban that? I think Particles was in here before too. It's one thing, I can't see if somebody gets banned on Chatterino for whatever reason it doesn't show up. I'm not sure if the bot got banned or not. I mean, to be fair, if... Yeah, he might be just AFK. Sapron Kata, thank you for that follow, though. Appreciate that. Alright, let me see here. There. Clear that out at least. It's 4 AM here, I'm winning into degeneracy. Well, it's only like... I suppose probably for Hyper it's like 10 PM, but... Ready out my turn. I'm keeping watch for red dots on the horizon here. The other kind of annoying thing is for the Tomb Kings is that I can't create like a trash lord to go sail around and grab all the treasures in the water over here. It's a bit of a bother, obviously, but
Shock right off.
we'll see how many treasures people get on the way to here as well, because if people are sailing up this way, right, and they're like, oh, heavy iron, oh, freaking, the strange meat, oh, you know, and it's like suddenly they show up in a freaking army that's got like +10 regeneration and all kinds of other crap, that could be really bad too. So obviously I flexed that really hard in my last campaign with Morathi, was showing up on Ulthuan with a whole bunch of freaking bonuses for being in the ocean, right? The Skeleton Coast Guard, right, yeah. To make sure no freaking ogres smuggling drugs come through here. Oh, I see, Dan. I see. Well, congratulations. Either that or he just really likes saunas. It's Skaven Sea guys ships. Skaven really don't like ships in general. The Battle Festival is next month.
Question. I see a elf dude here that has a Slaanesh icon above his head. Does Mitch control that, or is that just like a vassal unit?
That means that he's someone
Rats love
currently
ships.
in the process of
rats
tempting.
love ships
Like he's
that are
converting them to his side slowly.
they're full of food,
But
I
he,
guess.
as a player, is not in control of that unit right now?
Correct.
Okay.
Showing him a little leg.
Yeah, he's
You've certainly got some legs.
he's doing a little twerk in the distance, being like, look. He's like, we got demon booty over here, and the elves are like,
Do it clap though?
Boats don't tend to have cats on them. That too. Boats tend not to have cats. They tend to carry food around. And also, once you get onto said boat, you're kind of stuck there until like the boat docks or whatever. But you know the whole like rats from a sinking ship.
I am so sick of these enemy lizard armies spawning in your city, Smuck, and then coming after me.
I've literally never seen this a single time. Like,
It's gonna spawn an army like
Give
here
food,
in
right?
your cities, and then come south to fight me next turn. And the only way I can stop it is if I take those cities from you.
no, be nice.
No, not my economy, no.
So I'm not sure how many other bad guys are around here. You know what? We'll stay in
Muck, I think I can reach and do the thing
Regular.
you wanted to do.
regular stance here.
Would be very close.
Immortality and power. To battle for the Creator God.
Nakari just showed me that he has way more movement speed than I do, and I think he's one turn away now.
You dare.
I assume he's racing you to Lothern.
Possibly.
You could always... Like, did he just now move down there from where he was? Did he
I'm gonna
move
send
already?
you. I'm gonna send you a
Stone
couple pictures.
Shaper.
There's
I mean,
a
you could
picture. Hang on.
You just... Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. I get like sculptor stuff here too.
So there's his
Later
position,
on.
and that's what I can see forces wise.
Okay, right. But what I'm asking is, did he already move? Did you just watch him move this turn? Or
Yes, that's post movement.
not? Okay. So, I mean, if he's already used his movement, you might be able to sack Lothern and then retreat back to Volzanville before he can stop you.
If I sack Lothern, I think I'll be stuck in the corruption for a turn.
Greatest
It's 100
Sacking-
corruption there.
Sacking does not consume all your movement. It just takes a chunk of it. So the question is whether you would have enough to make it back.
No, absolutely not.
on your knees.
It would take almost all my
Alternately-
movement to get to the city.
You're in Astromancy stance. Is that slowing you down?
Hold on, I'm going to show you. This is normal stance.
One day it'll be the victory for you in auto resolve, Lexi.
Wait, what'd you say? Those are all victories.
I mean, at least
Oh,
on my
I
screen.
didn't say winner.
On my screen, it looks like Mazdamundi has so much movement he could get all the way to the Tower of Lycine this turn.
That last one was just an empty town.
So Muck, here. I'll save it in case I steer you wrong and this misclick costs you all your movement. But I want to at least teach you a mechanic. Mouse over, take Mazdamundi, put him in normal stance.
We're saving right now. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna do anything else just in case we're gonna reload.
Yeah, give me the glowing line. I know about that.
Well, no, not the glowing line, but you can look at your movement meter and see how much of your movement it took.
Oh, okay. It'll take 75% of his movement if I do that.
Oh, okay. So yeah, if it took 75%, then you probably wouldn't be able to.
I wouldn't be able to get.
I
can
go back to doing things.
So I could, assuming I win, I could cap the city and then stay in there, but then probably be fighting N'Kari next turn.
Does he have any other armies besides N'Kari that are going to jump you?
There's always the chance of ambushes, but the other armies I can see, I don't think would make it there in one turn.
Okay. I mean, here.
All right. That's my money gone. Like, these two settlements don't really mean anything to me, honestly.
I'm up for trying it. If I've mostly recovered from the last battle. If you want to try what you just said, Fairlight, or if you think it's not worth it, we can bail.
I say let's go big or go home. Why not?
Okay, then I am going to go Astromancy state while I walk over there. Wait, hold on. You don't want us using Encamp because it defends against ambush. Astromancy also defends against ambush. Or do you care if I use this?
Astromancy is a unique privilege that the Lizardmen have. It is fine to walk around in that. Encampment is like the universal ambush counter for every faction, which is why if I disallow one, I have to disallow the other. But like, I'm not going to go making separate exceptions for every single faction.
Okay. I am...
6 players, how's the turn times going?
And
most I've seen
in case
3
the
players,
other team
pretty out of hand.
objects to this, I made that ruling in the previous campaign. Wait. Oh wait, just siege it, but let me see if I can put the shore first.
In 6 hours, we made it to
I'm hitting the
turn
siege button.
30 yesterday, I think it was.
Okay.
And it's been 3 hours so far.
I didn't go out of my way to announce
today, and we made it to turn 39, but we also had a big battle.
It's like lagging like mad all of a sudden.
Hey, Zero.
I'm not pushing anything. I'm looking at my phone while you guys are doing whatever you're doing.
Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to back my camera up since it's broken. Okay, there we go.
I saw a red meter and thought this guy was at war with me for a second. I'm like, oh no,
the whole game is...
There's no actual beach near Lothran as far as I know. You do some funky, this is my experience with coving Lothran. Like, if you try and, if you hold right click on, behind Lothran, for example, Fairlight, it'll show you
I just landed at Lothran.
Oh, nice. Cool.
So, you ready for me to try again?
Yep.
Okay. Mitch, you okay if I auto this?
Yeah, in a second.
Did he say give him a second?
Yep. Some of y'all's units die.
Die to seduction, I assume, or...
Yes. And I get to pick what?
Wait, what? I have minus... am I missing something? We've got the minus 100% to your seduction.
N'Kari is in the region, and N'Kari probably is increasing it. So if he's increasing it by 100, and you're decreasing it by 100, then it's just gone back to default.
So we've got... On the opposing side, there's Master
No,
Monday
I
over
mean,
here,
it's-
Mazamundi.
I mean,
Is a
well, I mean,
Lizardman.
What's my map?
If we manual it, then
Punch
he can't
Master
actually kill
General.
your units because we could route them off
Um,
the field, but that would be kind of a huge.
Well, fairly, we tested this
Down
though.
here, and then
it's
the
a
That would
settlement
be a
battle.
huge
over
time waster, but
here is
yeah.
Gold Tooth.
It's a settle. It's a
I'm
settlement
just,
battle.
I
And then-
reject your reality and I insert my own.
Oh, okay.
And
All right, just tell me
so
what to
Lexi is on
I
our
think at the
team
moment it's
as
just let
Ursun.
Mitch click what he wants
Mitch
to click.
is playing Nakai.
Blessed
Over
Scheme
here,
Skirmishers,
he's the one
okay.
getting abused right now because these two factions
Anything
are
else,
like
Mitch?
punching him in
Nope,
the head.
that's it.
Okay.
And then
Am
there's
I
me
free to
down
hit
here
auto?
as
Okay.
The Tomb Kings, Khalida. And I'm trying to push towards the objective. The objective is Bretonia. And you can't step on the objective until turn 50, but turn 50 is rapidly approaching.
Looking at my troops, I wonder if it routed. I don't see that anything is grayed out.
It's because
it's
the
grayed out
whole
on
unit,
my-
the whole unit card moved over to his side. See, the last unit in his army is your skinks that are now dead.
Gotcha. Okay, if I sack it, I'm going to take attrition sitting here, so I'm going to occupy it as much as I
Yeah.
love the money. I assume that the cost to for you to like take a unit is proportional to like the strength of the unit.
That is correct.
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah.
So you might
It's
like
normal,
could
they're all
choose
over
like
the place,
one
though. I
dinosaur
also
or
be a
5
bit
crap troops or something
Uga
like
Booga
that.
early on.
Yeah.
House rules makes more sense. Yeah,
It's
all
all
over
it's got a
Tonya.
few
And
other limitations on it. There is
yeah, one of the reasons why there's people all over the place too
it
is
can
because
only have
we did like a
We
pick
will fight this one out.
a pick